working on this mix right now, trying to get it popping. I decided to share a little bit with y'all. Show you what's up. I'll put this. I need to put this mic on a stand or something. So we're gonna set it on. Let's see. It sounds cool, but we're gonna set it on this stand here to get it up. Standing high. That ain't gonna work. Anyways, we're gonna leave this mic like this. All right. Anyways, so I want you guys to pay attention to this frequency response here. Play this song. Maybe I should wait till some people get in here. Wait for a little audience to come in so that I can have like a couple people watching this. It's really cool. It's super duper cool. All right, so we got 1 minute. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. Anyways, guys, to sum it up, whoever's gonna watch this again, we're in Logic right now, right? So I'm using Logic. This right here is a Logic EQ. So this Logic EQ right here is useful, like if you want to use it as a sound analyzer. So that's what I use it for, a sound analyzer, this Logic EQ here. And so basically, I'll play it. As you can see, it has a sound analyzer there here, right? Now this sound analyzer is here just to tell me the frequencies right here. And it's a beat, so I have the frequencies of the beat. You see, it's kind of bassy. I use a very high, well, a lot of low end here, as you can see. But this frequency is around 50 to 60 hertz in this bass. And then you come to the center here, and you can see it lightens up a little bit. So I didn't use a lot of mids, which I don't really use many mids in my mixes or my production. And then you come over here and you see this is where the highs are, right? And as you can see, I've reduced some highs here. The reason why I reduced the highs there is because that's where my areas where my vocals are going to be. And I want to make sure that I don't have too many frequencies stuck where my vocals are going to be, because that's going to cause distortion. So this is why I have subtracted some of the gain here, as you can see right there. Now, the other frequency here is wide open here. Some people decide to take these frequencies and increase them. You know, I was studying an engineer last night. He was talking about he uses it just to increase the wideness of a mix. So if he wants to add more wideness to his mix, he'll increase anywhere from 5K and up, just to, you know, add a little bit more air to it. I think it's cool if you don't want to mix the sound too closed off and you want it to sound more tight, then you want to not use all these high frequencies here, opening it up, unless you have to. Like if you have something like people like to use hi-hats, so they'll have hi-hats and they'll turn them up so you can hear all the high frequencies in here. Normally I never use over, I would have to say, even on a wide, maybe 10K. And that's if I'm gonna go ahead and you know, add like a wide amount of frequencies. Other than that, I would never go over 10K at all. So this is like I said, the Logic EQ here, and as you can see, I'm gonna play it for you guys so you can see the analyzer on it. So you can see the analyzer working. You see right here, that's the analyzer. Let me make the view a little bigger. Bump it up to about 100. There we go. So this is why Logic is cool, because it has this analyzer here. So if you are in the engineering and mastering, mixing your music, engineering it, as you can see here, this is the analyzer, and it's in Logic, which is important because you want to know where your frequencies are. You know, I know some people like to mix blind, you know, like they just listen, but that's awesome. But at the same time, I think this is beneficial because you actually can read the frequencies and see exactly where they are. And this is why I prefer to use this analyzer here. So while that's analyzing the beat, it's giving me information on it, so I know exactly where all my frequencies are. You know, so if I want to throw on this compressor here, right here, you know, and if you get the hardware of this thing, it sounds really amazing, but the software is just as good. So this is like my compressor. So I seen Guru using this online, and I was like, man, this is what's up. He makes a lot of hip hop records. If y'all don't know who he is, he's like a really awesome engineer. And I seen him using this, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna rock that. So I seen Guru using this, and I was like, this is a fresh compressor. It kind of gives you like this feel, like it just sounds thick and analog, even though it's not really an analog compressor. It still gives you that thick analog, um, sound. So if you really want to throw that on your mix and make it sound much thicker and fuller, then this is very impressive to get this here. And that's by Solid State Logic. This is SSL. So a lot of stuff SSL make is very good quality. Some people believe it gives them like a warmth feel. I just like it because it make it sound thick. Like, so if you have something, you throw it on, it's like, oh, it sounds all beefy and thick now. It's really cool. Got the makeup, the threshold here, ratio, and some other features here, which is just the mix, the sound compressor filter, and the rate, which I never use the rate here. I never use the rate, but yeah. So yeah, guys, so this is pretty much what's up. If you like, I'm mixing and mastering my song, getting it ready. So this is behind the scenes, man. It's funny because a lot of people think, oh yeah, music is easy to do. You just sing and you put it out. Like, no, you have to make sure that it sounds quality, and that's always a challenging thing. And sometimes it can take hours or days to make sure your song sounds challenging. So all your favorite artists, like I see people like Russ, props, and there's a lot of other artists that actually mix and master their own music. It's a very serious job. It's not very easy at all. So respect to all those people that do it. I'm one of those artists that do it as well. I mix and master my own music, and it's kind of by choice, but then sometimes it's not by choice because like a lot of times you write songs and you just want to forget about it and not have to think about mixing and mastering, and you just want to keep going. And sometimes it's beneficial, but if you don't have a really good engineer, then you don't, and you listen back to the song you had, or you written, you like, what did you do to my song? Because they don't know what you hear. And this is the part about being an artist. Like when you mix and master your song, you hear the frequencies, you hear the bass, you hear the mids, you hear the highs. And so when somebody else get a hold of it, you like, what is this? And a lot of times they'll reduce the frequency you feeling. Like for example, if you make a song and that song, the main meat of the song or the heart of it that you feel is the bass. And then all of a sudden you come back and you're like, dude, you just turned down the bass. And now he has to find out what frequency that he removed from that mix. And then you got to be like, damn, you got to sweep the whole frequencies down and find out what frequency they got removed from that mix so you can feel the mix again with the bass. So that's one benefit I can honestly say about mixing and mastering your own music is you basically have the benefit of knowing what frequencies you want to hear. You feel me? So that's what's up, y'all. That's the bus compressor right there. But I just wanted to share with you guys this analyzer here. I want you guys to see it, and if you are using Logic, like I said, it's really a cool feature to have. Some people have to buy it as an extra plugin, but Logic already has it in the EQ settings. If you do need a sound analyzer, yep, yeah. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, I got a project coming out February 24th, so stay tuned. It's just one of my few projects I have. If you know, I'm a songwriter, producer, artist, and as you see, sound engineer as well behind the scene. I'm a sound audio engineer as well. And the 24th, I'm releasing the song. So please subscribe and give those thumbs ups and likes. Appreciate you. But this is a song right here that actually is coming. This song is coming. This song right here I'm working on is actually coming out later after I drop this other song I already mixed and mastered. So this song is coming out later. but I'm just working on it as of now, just trying to get it ready. So this pretty much is a musician life, guys. Like you always in the kitchen cooking music up. Like it don't stop. If you write a song, you have to mix and master it. There's no way around it unless you're gonna hire somebody to mix and master it. And like I said, you want to make sure they got a great pair of ears and they can hear exactly what you be hearing. If they know you like bass heavy music, if they know you like mid heavy music, if they know you want your highs to sound all high, tone with tonality, then you have to let your engineer know. Other than that, you're gonna be up here just mixing your own stuff, just trying to make sure the frequencies come out correct the way you hear it, which is a very important part, I think, about being a musician. You know, because musicians, we like music just to be straight, raw a lot of times and solid, like exactly what we hearing in our heads and what we feel. But, in order to compete with like the other stuff that's loud on the radio, you have to put it in here. This is like the kitchen to cook it up and make it sound all beefy and big, much bigger than what it really is. So this is the work behind the scenes. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys. James Will 9001, subscribe, and thanks for hanging out. And I'm about to get back to work. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Have a great evening and peace. Oh, hold on. Let me say something real quick to somebody in the chat. Who in here? Let's see if I can chat and say something. No, I wanted to say hello. Well, let me say hi. All right, guys. Well, yeah. I got to figure this thing out. All right, guys. But, Serena in the house. Serena Hayes, thanks for stopping by with the 50 XP. That's what's up. I guess I can't reply to comment, but I just gave you props. All right, guys. James Will 9001. I'm about to get back to this, working on this. Thanks for stopping by and peace out.